let me tell you guys what I wanted to do today with y'all. I wanted to make sure that I gave you guys enough time to digest the music, first of all. And 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 what I thought was interesting, y'all, was that the second verse of Are You Gone Already is literally what you guys have been asking me to do for 13 years, which was a sequel to Dear Old Nikki. And I was surprised that a lot of you didn't catch it. But I know it's so much to digest, like a whole body of work. Like, I get it. So I'm going to let y'all slide. But basically, going back, like, I think we spoke about, like, healing your inner child. Like, people talk about that a lot. And going back, this is really dope exercise you could do. Um, I'll tell you guys about it one day soon. Maybe I'm doing some interviews, so maybe I'll talk about it then. But so here is Nicki Minaj. She goes back to see Onika, and she thinks that she's basically going to be the one telling young Onika about herself. And Onika starts telling Nicki about herself, saying, "Which way are you happy? All this guilt you carry isn't. You've already made your peace with me." Um, oh, one day you have to forgive mommy, but she knows you know too much. I'm saying, but she knows you know too much already. One day you have to forgive mommy, but she knows you know too much already. So it's like Onika is saying, child, yes, you've made peace with Onika, but this is what you still have to do. And I won't get into the specific reasons of why right now. But then the last thing that is said is by Nicki. And she says, but she knows you know too much already. And when you're a child, like a lot of times, you're not supposed to know everything, and some children are inquisitive and some children are just intuitive. And I was just a very intuitive child. But yeah, I don't want to play it again because I don't want to. I want to get through it really quick with y'all. But yeah. Okay, on Barbie Dangerous. Um, on Barbie Dangerous, that is something that for some reason also made me feel emotional. Not in the same way as Are You Gone Already, obviously, but if you are a hip hop fan, you just know. You know what I'm saying? There's something that song does to every hip hop fan, like, um, that was around when that album came out, like, so, so to be honest, as I always try, I tend to be my biggest critic. That song also, I think I should have, I don't know. See, this is the thing. I don't like to record songs too soon. I don't like to write lyrics sometimes too soon because people can tell, and it just feels like what the fuck, like. So I like to make sure it feels fresh. It might be something that I want to say today that happened yesterday, and I like to just be spontaneous. But sometimes, as you know, being spontaneous, it comes with its, but it does come with its ups. The upsides as well. But but Bobby Dangerous, it just means so much to me. Like, I just fucking love it. Like, I fucking love it. I I have to confess, I had some disrespect. I had a couple more disrespectful lines. But you know what? It's almost like just, how the cat play with the rat before he eat it. It's just like, okay, I'll eat you up when I'm ready. Like, but also I think that sometimes people come to expect that every time Nicki Minaj is rapping, that she's going to be like, no, I don't always want to, you know. But I haven't seen anybody say that. So y'all don't, like, everybody loves that song. I'm talking about niggas. Every nigga I know loves that one too, as well as fuck the club up. All the niggas love fuck the club up too. And then of course, all the pretty peoples love high heels on my but y'all, why y'all made up the TikTok dance for fuck the club up, and y'all grabbing actual vitamins? Remember in my Vogue interview, y'all, I said is vêtement, but I'm wearing it on my album cover, and and I said vitamins. Like, I wanted to be like so ghetto, like. And I remember there was a time when I would feel so bad, like if somebody called me ghetto. And I just want you to know, if you ghetto, like I don't even know if you know this, you really make the world go round. If you have ever been called ghetto, or feel like you ghetto, the ghetto set every motherfucking trend in the world. But I specifically said, "That ain't bad, that man." But listen, y'all, while J. Cole was talking to me, that was, I don't like playing music. But I said, hey, why not? This guy has been gracious enough. He was already having like a busy schedule. um, you know, and he was gracious enough to stop by the stew. And so I said, let me play it, because he doesn't know me too well, and I don't want him to go back saying, yeah, she is a bitch, you know. But no, but it was like, when I tell you, you just never know sometimes who God can use for us, like, just for anyway. So I'm getting off topic. Let me go back before they start saying ADD. And it's true, but yes. Um, but I remember when I played him that song, if you could see the way he sat up and looked around like the room had been invaded by aliens. When I said, hi, here's my tip me. Dope. Like, when that beat hit on those, and yo, um, like, I was like, whoa. Um, But do you know I said all of that to fucking say all that ghetto shit. You know why I said that? The night when I was writing that song, that verse in particular, do you know what I fucking said to myself? Actually, not to myself. I said it out loud. I said it out loud. Two people were in the studio. I said it out loud. I said, because I was, trying again, trying so hard. Oh, I gotta make this up. And then I said, what would old me do? And I swear to y'all, it's like I it's like I closed my eyes and when I opened them, I was back on Jamaica Avenue or South Side on a boulevard. You know what I'm saying? With the deep waves. And shit, get my hair done by Dominicans and all of that. It was like and it took 2 seconds. And I opened my eyes and said, high heels on my dough, setting up on the dust on my titties. Cut me vitamins when I bite the dicky. Those three fucking lines blurted out. Like, you know, all the other stuff, obviously, I had to take a little slow second and write it. But, and you know who else loved that song? When I sent that, I let Drake hear that song, like, I think a while back. And he loved it. He loved it. So it was good also, like of course Drake always steers me in the right direction in terms of like beat choices and production and stuff like that. And yeah. And so that is why Fuck the Club Up is that high on the track list because honestly, if I'm being honest, I ain't really fuck with that song like that. And I was gonna leave it off the album because I wanted to do my own hook. Yo, oh my goodness. Yeah, I have another hook to Fuck the Club Up where I said I did my own hook. Like I tried in chat, no, it was a no. It was, and that's okay, and that's okay, and that's okay. It was a no. But I should go on the. I might let y'all hear it. I might let y'all hear it. I don't know. Not right now though. But yeah, let's move on. Regarding Beep Beep, oh, that definitely would have never saw the light of day. If I didn't happen to play that on, like my live that day, and y'all was bugging out, like I would have, like that would have never saw the light of day. It would have been in the vault forever. Um, I sent. Well, first there's a girl that I really wanted to hear on it, and she was busy, Chad. Yeah. And then one of my other girls, like always gonna get the job done type things. But I stalled on that. But there's something that I wanna do, right? There's something that I really wanted to do on that second verse. Like that would have been so fucking iconic. Like, but I'm gonna still do it in one way or the other. But listen, y'all. So I sent this shit to 50 and I was like, and I could send you something else if you don't like it. He was like, what? You crazy nigga? I love this shit. But he's been, traveling. And so I said, look, I don't want to, pressure you if, because he literally, I think he only had like 2 days. I said, but you know what? Since you love it, do it. And whenever you get your verse done, we'll add it on because I have never had 50 on one of my albums. And I was like, wait a minute. I've never had one of the queens, one of the Southside Jamaica Queens goats, one of the Queens rap goats on my album. And then he heard, because I was like, yo, this remind me of Queens. Like, get out the Jeep just to fuck them in the back street. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always talking about the back street in the hood. But yeah. So he was like, he fuck with it. So hit him up and let him know we waiting. Boom. Today, right now, this moment, my absolute fucking fave. Yo, ATL Jacob, my nigga. Wait a minute. Oh wait, ATL Jacob birthday is tomorrow, I think. Wait, ATL Jacob, my nigga, you did your motherfucking big uno. Nigga, you did your big reverse draw for uno skip. Reverse uno. My nigga, that song. Let me tell you the story about that song. Obviously, so the first thing that just came out of my mouth when I went in the booth was, but I, but I didn't know why, and I didn't really, have a particular current story to talk about. So I said, I gotta change these words, right? But then I said, what if I said, cause I wanna drag bitches though on this one though too, like, and it didn't have the strings or anything like that. You would be surprised, it was so, and so I said, maybe, what if, beginning of the song opens for a person that's falling for a boy or a girl, and then at the end is talking about bitches who thought I was falling for they clown fuckery and fakery and phonery. Yeah. But I also used a rhyme scheme very well known to the Barbs because I did it on changed it with Wayne, right? So I haven't put out my official lyrics. We'll probably get to it maybe I don't know, you'll probably have it by like Monday. But remember in Changed It, you guys, I was like something about the dreads. Um you gonna dread this and Nicki like Lisa hair and all that. And then this one I said, picture me t- picture me not telling my little niggas drill that. Picture not ending up under the sea where the dread at. Picture me not telling my little niggas drill that. Picture you ending up under the sea. Ending up under the sea where the dread at. Picture you, picture you not listening when I said you would dread that. I mean locks. Ho. You a chop, ho, as in dread. Locks, as in politically correct. When you say someone has dreads and they say no, I don't like being, no, that's not what my hair is called. My hair is not called dreads. My hair respectfully is called locks or dreadlocks. So, um, you know, and the dreadlock under the sea was the Little Mermaid, right? So relax. Now, this fucking song, I was not happy with it. with the production, and we had to like get some stuff going. And so like I sent it in for like the vinyls and stuff like that, but I was like, what else can we do? And ATL Jacob sent me a complete new beat for the song, and I'm like, no, 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 because I had already loved the vibe so much. So I said, no, you know what? Let me and Juice sit with it, and we'll pick what we love, and we'll toss what we hate. And he said, okay. I said, thank you. And yesterday, for the first time, when the album came out, is when ATL Jacob heard how his own fucking beat got spliced together by Onika Tanya. But he's a Sag, so which means he's just just dope, just dope, just dope. But that beat is it's like oh my god, picture it not getting scary. It's airier than Max, Air Max. Yo, oh my. And then the background vocals, and I had just added more that night. That the album came out, I had just added, um, um, that was fun. Oh yeah, I think I'm falling for you. I think I'm falling for you. Those little the fuck me, yes. But yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to do like you guys. I'm putting out new songs beginning Monday, and I'm thinking about if I want to turn my vocals up on any of the songs. So if there's any songs that you guys felt like my vocals, like you wanted me to be louder on the track. I didn't realize that everybody, when they play music on their headphones, they have different settings on their phones. So I was like, what the fuck? And then I looked at my settings and I had like extra bass turned on. Yeah, super bass. Um, Even in my car, I have like my bass mad up. Just last night, I drove home to like to hear it. But you guys, let me just take this time to say I fucking love y'all so much. I have not felt like this in probably if let me think. I guess um well, I remember it being a very difficult road to the pink print because when I was about to leave New York, I got an opportunity of a lifetime that no one would turn down, which was to perform with the Queen Bee in Paris for 2 nights. And I knew that I was not gonna be able to finish the album if I did that, but I knew that that was such a blessing, and there was no fucking way. If I had to hike to Paris, I would have got there. If I had to stay in Paris, I would have stayed there because I was fucking hungry, and that's the difference. But so I remember me and Juice on Thanksgiving, right? Because I think at that time, I think the Pink Print as well was originally supposed to come out like Pink Friday again, right? And then so we had to push back a bit. I remember, um, Juice and I was writing. I probably wrote not when I say writing a verse, I'm saying like finishing verses. I had to probably finish like 6 verses in one day for us to make it, for us to make the date that we did make for the Pink Print, right? But we spent Thanksgiving right in the studio. And Queen Bee sent me a message saying Happy Thanksgiving, and she was telling me, she was like, girl, she was like, yeah, we had Thanksgiving dinner. My grandmother said this is last year she cooking. And check, when I tell you, my stomach just started growling. So I said, oh my gosh. But guess what? What's the moral of that story? You must be able to know the difference. You must be able to know a blessing. If you don't know a blessing, then there's an issue. And probably you won't get far in whatever career you're doing. But anyway, let's move on to the next song. I told you guys about this. This means the world to me. This song, J. Cole, Let Me Calm Down. I have never seen anyone rap from this perspective on a song. Like I thought, because when we were talking, I said, I think you would be really great because I said, I know you've been in a long term relationship, and I was like, I'm a long term relationship kind of girl. I've always been, and blah blah. And so he started but I said on one condition. I said, I'm not letting you hear the song unless you let you listen on these headphones first, because I knew he wasn't going to be able to hear like all the harmonies and all the stacks and all the stuff happening in the beat. And as soon as he, you know, got into it, like he was bopping, like he was moving. He took it off. He said he loved it. Um, but I never heard someone do that. I thought he was gonna rap from the perspective of himself, J. Cole, and it was almost like this man was rapping from the perspective of a therapist or something else. Like I don't know. This is the verse I tweeted about because it really did bring me to tears because I wasn't expecting it. In fact, I wasn't expecting him to do the verse. I didn't think he would be able to get it done in time. And so when he texted me, I remember not opening the text right away because I'm like, oh, I know he's probably going to say like he didn't get it. He couldn't do it. I mean, not even looking at the text, like opening it, right? And then why listen to this, y'all. While I opened the fucking text and then was too scared to listen to it. Chill. You guys, and also the J. Cole song, Let Me Calm Down, will be updated with our louder vocals any minute. So it could be up to 48 hours, but it could be 24 hours. It could be, so I'm hoping for today, cross his fingers, because I really want everyone to be able to clearly hear the genius, brilliant, thought provoking, loving verse this man laid. Okay? Like, I really need you guys to know that. Tate Cole bang his tens. We gonna give Tate Cole bang his tens. And I am proud. I am so proud to say that this man is heavy on it. Like, I am so proud to say that this man is not only an artist, and trust me, y'all will see. And remember when I tell y'all, remember that I told y'all. And what I will say to you guys, Bobs, if you love me, then not that you have to speak to anyone or say anything, but if you are going to say something to Tate, if you somebody that love me, make sure it's something that lifts him up. Make sure it's something that is filled with gratitude, because you have no idea how many of these songs that y'all love I would not have done if it wasn't even for Tate. Now let's start there. Let's start there. And we are going to give a young black man his motherfucking tens. And shout out to Baltimore. Beamer was good. Now Tate also has a verse on this song R&B that I love. So I said, you know what? I will eventually because when his EP come and his EP is is gonna come and it's fucking dope. So I'm thinking about letting you guys hear that extended version on his EP, or letting you guys just adding it to Pink Friday too. You know, like just a little bonus because and his verse is really dope. You know what I'm saying? Like he sent me that hook and that beat, and I fucking fell in love. And of course, Lil Wayne is going to do what Lil Wayne is going to do, have me cracking up, laughing. When he said, I'm about to buy a fake booty for a real ass oh, if you would have heard me in my closet yelling, I was like, oh, yeah. Um, and thank you to my mentor, my boss, the greatest of all time, Lil Wayne. Um, man, like I love that man so much, and I know you guys love him. But and I know you guys give him his flowers all the time too. But we just gotta make sure we give flowers when it's deserving. And Wayne just truly loves the art of music. And I always told you guys, I did a prayer and asked to have his work ethic one day when I saw how much he works in the studio. um, he just loves this shit, man, and he makes it fun. Like he sent a verse back, like he could have taken himself so seriously. He knows he's the fucking greatest. You know what I'm saying? But he did he knows what is needed all the time. Like to me, yeah. And so that song, I don't know, it just was something so nostalgic and refreshing at the same time. When I first heard it, like I just could not stop fucking playing it. I love my verse on that song too. I love my verse. Um, for clearing his vocals, and I believe he added instruments as well on that. I didn't know, and then when they sent me a version without it, I was like, oh no, I don't like it without what he had on it. And I was like, oh my goodness, I don't think he's gonna approve it, but let's see. And so I'm so grateful to Travis for doing that at the last minute as well. Like to me, I felt I'm dropping an album on my birthday, and I've never done a birthday song. Like what the fuck? Like I'm always hearing niggas talk, doing birthday songs and shit. Where's the songs where the bitches wanna bust it open and wanna gag? I mean, ooh, yeah. So, but it was just it's so sexy. So I just put the first thing I did, I put the melody on there for the hook. Had no idea what the rap was gonna be. Didn't give a fuck. I had to figure out the words to say from a female's perspective on the hook, and also make it sexy, and also make it something something for someone's birthday. And then when I did that, I didn't want to do it to make the chorus too raunchy, because I knew I was gonna get raunchy on the verse. And yes, that is today's one of my today's faves. Yes. Mm, this is what I've been wanting for such a long time. Was me and Drake to be on this type of Dricky vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Drake have rapped together. We've done Up All Night, classic, Make Me Proud, classic. But originally this song was going to be on his album. And it's so crazy how I always wanted it for my album. And I didn't want to do the most, but when the conversation came up, I accepted it to be on my album because I knew that the nostalgia of Pink Friday 2 was going to complement the what people call old Nicki and old Dricky. I mean, old Nicki and old Dricky. Like, I knew it was going to make us feel like that, like a particular time again. You know, when we did Moment for Life, it it just something felt good, like something felt triumphant yet humble and just like, you know, and this is what I wanted. And I'm so freaking happy. I'm just so grateful to him. You know what I'm saying? Like he always delivers, and like he just knows what he's doing. So it's not always about what you guys see publicly, like the actual songs he and I do. I think it's more about the talks that we have and the times that he motivates me to be better. The times when I was about to be like, man, I don't give a fuck about this rap shit no more. The times that I was gonna be like, you know what, I'm just gonna sit home and I'm gonna just be Papa and Mama and cooking every breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The times that the songs that I've done that Drake has had some involvement in me doing that you guys love. It's a lot, but more importantly, I want to tell y'all this. If you are someone's friend, right? If you are only someone's friend, or if you only love someone for what they do for you, then you're not their friend. And if you're not their friend, they don't owe you shit any fucking way. So here's the thing. The thing is that a lot happens, and not everybody calls to check up. Not everybody calls to give you a pep talk. Certainly not, you know, not people that are at the top of their fucking game and are busy as well, and. So I am always grateful for those people who take the time out to be there for me when it's not in front of everyone. You understand? And I know you guys may not understand. It's not for you to. But I love this song. Thank you, Poppy. Thank you so much. Shout out to Toronto. Wait, let me see. Hey guys. So, yes, I love it too. You know I love me some Uzicito. He is my baby forever. No disrespect, not in a disrespectful way like that. But you know how, like, he's just like a cool friend to have that just also happens to be a an icon in his own right in so many different aspects. And so yeah, I wasn't gonna send it to him because I was like, oh my god, he's probably gonna feel like what, like maybe he's not on that type of time right now. So I mustered up the courage to send it, and I told you guys he was like, what? This hard as fuck, and he did it right away. Um, and just pure good energy, pure good energy, always genuine energy. And I wrote the song for Call of Duty. That's why I'm saying fire, trigger, shoot, do all that. I was writing it for Call of Duty. And yeah, so but it didn't have Uzi on it when I was thinking about
it for Call of Duty. So I added Uzi on it because, you know, once it officially became a Pink Friday 2 song, I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and call him. And he was great as always. You know, I love him.